Good morning, Ms. Howard. So you are wanted out from another state. Your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before. I don't know you. I don't know how dangerous of a person you are. I don't know if I give you a bond, are you going to go back? I don't know. I know that you're going to tell me it's little gumdrops and rainbows but how you are on paper tells me who you are, because everybody tells me one thing, but when they get on paper, they're a completely different person. So I got to get to know you before we set you a bond. So Amy, tell us about Miss Howard.
Yes, Judge. She's wanted from Nebraska County, Nebraska, for burglary, felony 2A, theft of lawful taking 5,000 plus, and conspiracy to commit a class 2A. The state is opposed to a bond based, one, on the charges that she's wanted for, two, on the fact that she has previously been a fugitive in your court.
Oh, really?
Yes, from South Carolina for robbery.
What happened with that case? Do you know?
I believe they picked her up in that case. Yes, they picked her up in that case. Her most recent conviction was also back in 2024 for speeding with a motor vehicle out of Fulton County. Day has also indicated to me that she is on federal probation right now.
She's on. That's out of Arkansas, Judge. That's what she's on bond for. She is on the leg, has the leg monitor on for that.
What's she on federal probation for?
What are you on probation for?
I think like a drug conspiracy charge.
Where?
A conspiracy?
Out of where?
Arkansas.
That's the case at Arkansas, Judge.
Possession with intent to distribute, it looks like. Her release date is 2020.
So is that different from what she has in Nebraska, the federal probation case, or are you talking about, is that the same one?
Nebraska should be different. What she's wanted for right now is the burglary. So the basis of the federal probation would be the possession with intent to distribute.
Got it.
That's out of Arkansas. When she was in Arkansas, Nebraska put a hold on her, but they didn't come get her.
So let's get this right. Here in Harris County, in 22, you have a burglary of a building, a failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice, meaning you're trying to evade law enforcement. You have a prior fugitive case from 21. You have another failure to ID from 2024. You're on federal probation in some other state. You have another open burglary in Nebraska, and you had an evading in a motor vehicle in Montgomery County. And you want me to set you a bond? Should I? Really?
Ms. Howard, how long have you been in Houston? How long have you lived in Houston?
I'm life.
Okay. You currently were on a probation and you have a leg monitor pursuant to that, correct?
Right.
Okay. And you had a leg monitor on you when they pulled you over, is that correct?
Right.
Okay. Did you attempt to flee from at that time?
No.
Okay. And that's what you're aware of that case up in Nebraska?
Not until my lawyer had told me to turn myself in, but they said when we made a court date for that.
I don't want you to talk about the cases now. Okay. How old are you, man? How old are you?
24.
You're 24 and you have all those priors. You scare me, Miss Howard. You truly do. Because if I put my name on a bond, I don't want something bad to happen. And as history dictates, and as the paper says, it's sometimes we have to protect people from themselves because they're their own worst enemy. You scare me. I can't give you a bond. It's hopscotch with states with the criminality. It can't just happen. And you have a prior one from here as well. I just can't do it, man. It just, at some point, it comes time, the bill comes due. That's now.
You already executed a waiver, Judge.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Good morning, Mr. McCray. Mr. McCray, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no changing this.
Yes, sir.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Judge, and if I may the record reflect that Mr. McCray is currently on probation on a felony in Hidalgo County. However, I've spoken with him and he has informed me that he has had conversation with his probation officer, and his probation officer informed him that a plea of guilty in this case would not result in the revocation of filing a MRP on the felony case.
I will make a docket notation that you've told me that. I'll admonish him accordingly. And
Yes,
then,
sir, Your Honor.
so you're on probation, felony or misdemeanor probation?
Felon.
You know, a lot of times these outside counties are a lot tougher than we are here in Harris County. You need to be extremely careful depending on what you're on probation for, because this can be used as a vehicle to revoke that probation, resulting in further confinement or sending you to prison. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Not only that, if they let you squeeze by where they don't do anything, chances are it's probably not going to happen many times where you can just continue to pick up cases and not expect them to, you know, life
Yes, sir.
doesn't work like that. There are
Yes, sir.
consequences when you act like a dangerous person out there in the free world. Don't. You have a job?
No, sir.
Why not?
Well, when I went to jail, I called my boss man to help me get bonded out. I work for a moving company.
Why we pay for your bond?
He paid for my bond, then just got his money, like he bonded me out. And when I got bonded out, I just worked off my debt, and then he just stopped putting me on the schedule. It was like an under table job.
You've got too much time on your hands. You become self-destructive. You start hanging out with the wrong people. When you put your heart and soul into something, you can achieve anything. That's what makes this place so great. Don't matter who you are, what color you are. None of that matters. If you work hard, you can do anything in this life. I know your record sucks, but nevertheless, if you work hard and people know that you put everything into it, the only way you can go is up.
So
How do you plead to the offense of assault? But guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to 6 days in jail, give you credit for the 2. I'm going to wipe out any money you owe. Go get a job, man. Get a trade like a pipe fitter, plumbing, electrician. Do that. And I'm telling you, you can make a ton of money.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.